Hey everyone, Ivy League Gaming here, and today we're playing Eternal Evolution. For today's video, I want to have a little bit of fun with our new hero, Skylord Nordthion. Plus, I want to try out the new commander. So I'm going to head on over to some classic arena. We are going to see how they can fare together. Will it work? Can I beat some of the higher level opponents? Let's find out. All right, so first of all, I am gonna be honest, like I'm to the point where I really don't want to overly obsessively min-max max damage to the extremes when I do these kind of videos because I don't want to steal all my best gear off my best champions all the time. That's just being honest, I don't want to. And that's not realistic either. How many people really move your gear around, like your best set of crit damage gear with perfect crit rate and the most attack you could possibly get? Like, how many people really move that gear around from one character to another depending on what content you're doing every single day? Like, I don't feel like that's realistic. So, even though I could get a lot better numbers on him, I actually have decided, you know what? No, we're gonna test him as is. We're gonna try out the new set. His crit damage is really low, I know. Like if you put him in normal crit damage gloves and a crit damage set with crit rate, other stats, okay. But I kind of also want to see if it makes up for it in some of this increased AoE damage by 30%. So instead of like making him perfect in the old gear, I kind of want to just slap some new gear on him, the best I've got so far anyway, which is pretty limiting, unfortunately. I really, like, you can look at this. This is not ideal substats for this gear. He does need some accuracy. I did not worry about putting accuracy on him for sake of this. But I kind of wanted to see if he could perform or at least synergize along with a team with a more realistic build. So judge me all you want, but please don't be a jerk in the comments saying, "Oh my god, you need more crit damage." I know. I know. In a perfect world, you know, I'd have him in a crit. Crit damage gloves are so bad on my account. I cannot get a damn crit damage glove in the proper sets to save my life. So I need to get smelting for sure more often, but damn, like, I don't have the perfect stats. We got a little bit of crit damage thrown in here, a little bit of attack speed. I got a little bit of crit rate, crit damage on some of these substats worked in, but not crazy. So I think that's okay though. I think I'm gonna roll with it. So I wanted to see what he can do, and he surprised me. So is it him surprising me, or is it my amazing Luke? Though, let's be honest. Luke is so good. I feel like he's totally underrated. So we're gonna put the true damage people together. Luke is also a true damage hero, except his skill cannot crit when he has the true damage added. But it does not say that for Skylord Nordthion. So I think, as far as we know, the crits should be fine. But yeah, I do have him with his full talent tree, of course, as well. An exclusive, I do have him at 20. But we're gonna go ahead and play with the new commander, as I was like, why the hell not? So we just got this new commander, right? I mean, obviously, when it comes to arena, overall, you're probably gonna be better off still using like the Haggardon with Leo and taking advantage of like Pain Rune and Flashpoint. Overall, it's probably going to be more beneficial because of the extra crowd control, the stuns that are going to happen. Or if you're bringing in some summoners mixed in, like Anpu and Daniel, you're definitely going to want the summoner commander. But can we hang an arena with Grace? Can we make an energy team for arena with Grace? Even though she's far from perfect too. I think this one's... Wait, this one? Yeah. This one's alright. This one's a hot mess. I mean, at least this one we got 5% of support and a little bit of survivability in the back. they apparently like Nagrama because both of these got +2 ultimates for Nagrama. So I was like, you know what? Screw it. Let's throw him in there too. So I actually already did some arena battles. And again, he surprised me. And it's not even necessarily him. I want to kind of showcase just using a different team, right? So I went ahead, I've been playing around. I could see I'm out of tickets, but I can do more. But I want to show you a couple battles, and we're just going to see how he performed. Did I lose a time or two? Yeah. Did I beat the same team on the next try, though? Yeah. So I'm going to show you the successes so we could see what's happening. But before we do that, let's go take a look at his skills so we can watch out for those things happening in Arena, right? We want to see, is he actually really benefiting the team? Because honestly, he's not the biggest damage dealer in some of these for me because I don't have him built insane. Quite like Luke is so much easier to build if you just build him with the attack percentage focus. He's just so much easier to build. But for him, all right, so we have this. The ultimate gathers energy, charges for a short distance. Okay, this makes him a displacement hero. Picking up all enemies within a range and displacing them. So he also displaces the enemies. He doesn't just move, he moves the enemies. So we've got a little bit of a knockback in there, I guess. And then inflicting 1000% attack damage. He's also going on to do more damage to summons. Here, with same thing, let's see, summons a light barrier that reduces received damage. So he has his own damage reduction. Passive, when entering the battlefield, he permanently gains extra HP based on his attack. So I really should try to get his attack up higher, I would say, because that really is helpful. When lightning barrier is active, every half second inflicts damage equal to 80% of his attack surrounding enemies and gains immunity to CC. So he's gonna not get stunned quite as often when this is happening. So that's really cool. Astral powered, this is where he has true damage now. Swings their sword, inflicting 240% attack percentage. So when we hear true damage, we are talking usually in most games about a true ignoring of defense. Like usually when you go into a battle, your damage is going to be calculated upon your attack and their defense. How much does it like counter it, so to speak? But true damage usually ignores defense. We don't have a true definition of this though, so could be a little bit different here, but that's what we're guessing. So here's his passive. When the battle starts, allied energy and hunter heroes gain thunder. Every time a skill hits an enemy, there's a base chance of 30% to strike them with a lightning bolt, inflicting extra damage. The chance of triggering the thunder has been doubled. All right. So we're just throwing around lots of lightning bolts, hopefully. That's the goal, right? I think that's kind of the goal. I do have him, again, exclusive 20, but not 30. So this is going to increase the damage of the lightning bolt and how the chance of actually doing a lightning bolt, or thunder, sorry. Thunder, not the lightning bolt. But yeah, the thunder is enhanced with exclusive 30, but I don't quite have that. I do have this lightning shield bonus here at being at skill level 20, or exclusive level 20. When this skill is cast, recovers HP equal to 800%. Okay. So we kind of want to be on the lookout to see is he really helping? Is his displacement actually messing up the battle, maybe? Sometimes there's some weird synergy with a lot of these heroes, and I might have to make a video separately about that. I think that'd be a funny topic, because the new hero and someone's comment on Facebook had me giggle, like I mentioned the other day. But all right, let me go ahead and open up one of the arena battles. Actually, I'll be honest, let's just show you here. So I did a few battles. I won with this one, and then I lost against the same team. Won against my #1 person in my guild, who I know has amazing heroes, so it's good to see against him. This is the guy who won my Summon Arena, for example. Then this one won, no problem. This one I lost, but then I was like, you know what, let me just try that again. Didn't change anything, I don't think. No. That one won, and then won again with this one, going back to the one that I lost the first time. So let's go ahead, let's take a look at this battle. Let me get myself in the middle, I guess. Hold on. Let me get myself, although I can't win, I'm gonna be, all right. I'm gonna be in the way no matter what. Actually, you know what? We're not in the way over here. So I have the new commander in here. She's gonna benefit by having multiple units, right? Multiple energy units. Everyone's gonna have more attack. Hopefully do more damage that way. I also have the solar flare rune that has like a 1 upgraded level, just to experiment a little instead of pain rune and flashpoint. But I should probably try this with pain rune and flashpoint. Although, again, I'd probably go Hagridon and do that whole thing entirely. But as you can see, this is doing pretty, well, it's pretty scary, right? Start off with, but boom, look at that damage. Luke is doing so good, man. But there's constant lightning bolts. You can see constant lightning bolts. And all that damage is going to add up too. He might not be the #1 damage dealer for this fight, but he sure hung until the end. So this one, a lot of these battles might showcase how awesome my Luke is, I'm not gonna lie. But it's not about the one hero. We're not only seeing is Skylord Nordthion super OP. I think we already know that if you've watched anybody else's videos. His potential is amazing, especially for PvE. But even in PvP, we just want to see, can we synergize, right? We want to see synergy. It's not just about how much is his damage. It's about how does this team come together? Can we do an energy team? I think this is kind of fun to see. So even though Leo died, we're still surviving in the end, which is pretty cool. So let's see. Skylord is over here next to the board here. Lots of lightning bolts are happening. All right, he just got stunned briefly. Unfortunately, bad timing there. So we're down to just Leo and Luke. But again, this commander having 3 energy people, we're boosting Luke's damage too. And my amazing Luke is just, look at that, one-shot everything. He's like, goodbye. Goodbye. Oh, except Leo. Luke versus Leo. And go, Luke, go. Boom. Bye, Leo. So I don't know. I think this is kind of an interesting showcase to just show a few battles with some synergy, right? See some interesting synergy here. So here we're going against, again, my Negroma keeps dying. He's kind of in the middle. He's I hope I didn't steal gear from him. Oh crap. To be honest, he might be missing some gear from me trying to gear a couple people earlier. But this time my Luke actually died first. So it's good to see a variety where it's not like always the same people dying first as well. So we're squished in the corner over here. This is kind of in the way. He's up here. He got stunned briefly, but boom. All right, he just procced that divine prototype and smashed and just took out everyone there. Now we can see there's a Bailey down here being super annoying. Lightning bolts are popping. It's only him left. Look at, there's no, you'd think he'd be screwed, right? You'd think he'd be screwed. There's no one else left. He took the rest of them out, almost dead, and just has Mazrani to kill now. So this one was a little bit of a fun fight to see, even though it wasn't, there we go, there's that update in damage, as soon as the damage was lagged. But, I mean, Mazrani is super tanky too, lots to kill there. But that was a fun one too, right? It was really fun to see such a variety. So, oops, I meant to click the battle reports. So I can do that for another one. Let me go ahead and, did we do this one? Was that the one we just did? Or no? No, this is fun. I lost the very first time, but this is a summoner team with Daniel and Anpu. We got all the summoners. We got Oak in the beginning, in the front to stun. Look at all the lightning bolts popping. So it is happening quite frequently, even though I don't really have extra accuracy on him. Lots of lightning bolts popping. It really is triggering quite well. So he's about to trigger his ultimate, and let's see who's he gonna hit. Boom. All right, smashed right here. And Oak is going to go down as well. Luke and him about the same damage at the moment. Just Luke and him left now against all that crowd control against Masrani. It's a little bit scary. But man, I mean, I think the synergy with actually using this commander surprised me. I kind of thought it wasn't really going to be great for Arena, but it's working. It's working against some pretty tough teams. It's working against a summoner team that's typically quite scary, right? Of course, this is I know I'm using like a Luke that's hyper evolved and super awesome, but that is kind of the point. I'm trying to show the top level of Arena. And I'm always in the top level Arena if I try. Sometimes I just don't play and I'm like 15 or 20. But that's only when I'm literally just barely doing one Arena battle a day. So let me get myself here in the middle. So here's a good example. Yeah, I mean, this was a pretty typical summoner team. Like, you wouldn't, maybe not perfect. It doesn't have Sorvali in here, so it's not the best. I would say Sorvali would really tip this over the edge for the enemy's team here, but maybe they took him on purpose because, you know, sometimes people don't want to show all their cards for their defense until it's actually time to push for the top spots. But either way, I still think it's fun to see the variety. All of the battles I did were different scenarios. It wasn't like every single time Luke did the most damage or Nordthion did the most damage. Every single time it wasn't Leo being the last one alive. He actually died first a lot. There was a time where Luke died early. Like, I think it was fun to see a different variety and still see some success here. So I know he's going to be very strong as a PvE champion, but it's nice to see that we might be able to hang in some arena battles as well. I hope this was fun for you guys to watch. I just wanted to give an example. And again, I didn't build mine to be as best he possibly could. And again, I wanted to do that on purpose. I was like, you know what? I could go steal all my best gear off of my Rickert and my Ravenna. And I'm like, you know what? No, like, I'm just going to use the new gear. use what we got. Use the new commander, the new gear, the new hero. And have a little bit of fun. And my new prototype, because I just got the other Solar Flare prototype from Summit Arena, right? Was it Summit? I think so. Or was it Summit? Twilight? Something. I think maybe it was Twilight. But yeah, I just got an upgrade there. But I think it's fun. I like it. I think he's going to be interesting to use in PvE. If you guys want to see, I'll just give you a super quick insight to some crazy teams here. When I say crazy, I really mean crazy. 3.2 billion. Evan here, using the new commander plus Ravenna, Rez, Luke, and Nordthion. Nordthion just absolutely killing it. Most of what I've seen so far, people are using Rez to boost Ravenna and then letting Nordthion just be Nordthion on his own. And he's doing amazing damage. Or if you boost, I'm guessing you could boost him instead. I don't know if he did both ways, but it looks like he got about the same damage here. Like, that's just one example of just how OP this guy is gonna be in PvE content, but I haven't had a chance to test him on Spider yet. I'm waiting for my guild to get there. I'm gonna do 13 today, and well, 14 hopefully if they're around when I'm still awake. But yeah, that's been all for today's video. I just wanted to play around with the new commander and Nordthion, testing them against the best people I could in my arena, ideally against some summoners too, and I think we did a okay job of that. Hopefully you guys appreciated the more realistic build of him too. I mean, sorry, let me just quickly show this. I do have these two maxed out. But yeah. Alrighty, that's all for now, guys. I'll see you in the next video. And join me live on Twitch. I should be live every Wednesday and Friday playing Honkai Star Rail for as long as I have the closed beta. Then we'll play some other games, but we're going to play that for now, so come hang out.